least senior leaders together with him. But yeah, it's now being handled by NEC, and the acting president did write to him. I don't know if he has responded, but we'll wait and see. Again,
are you concerned about what this is likely to do to your political party?
What can it do?
Ahead of the 2026?
What can it do? Because you see, we are saying
we have seen what has happened in other political parties. We are seeing factions, and we are hearing people who are speaking from Masaka, where Honorable Mpuuga comes from.
Have you heard about all the people who
they're saying
spoke in Masaka? I was in Masaka yesterday.
You can't touch their own. Of course, you were in Masaka guarded, so...
I was where the people are. But that's not important, really. Hey, what was meant to happen to me?
No, I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying that something was...
Because you're saying you're in Masaka, but nobody could touch you. Hey, what was meant to happen? Anyway,
but
the important thing,
Kenneth,
you know, certain hard decisions have got to be taken. And that's what leadership calls for. Okay? If this means losing some members, it's okay. What's wrong with doing the right thing if it has consequences? What's wrong with that? Because then people who are doing the wrong thing is because, you know, or those who don't care about doing the right thing, the ramifications on the other end. Yeah. So if there are consequences for doing the right thing, that's okay. If we are going to lose some members because of taking action against financial impropriety, that's okay. Actually, if it means losing people who do not think there is a problem with abuse of office and you know, financial impropriety and so on, there is no problem. We shall say goodbye to that category, so that will remain with those who take these matters seriously. You'd rather be few, but who are serious about certain things. We are not perfect. I'm seated here, and I'm not saying I'm a perfect man, yeah. But we must aspire to do the right thing on a daily basis.
And like you
so we are aspiring to do the right thing. If it comes with consequences, whatever those are. But from, you know, the sampling we have done, people are happy that we are pushing back and speaking out and saying this is wrong, regardless of who it is. But even if we do lose some, it's okay. And I'm speaking now as a spokesperson of NUP. We don't have a problem losing some members who are angry that we are speaking out against abuse of office and financial impropriety. That's okay.
Well, we have heard that some people...
Over 146 days. She was paid per diem covering 164 days. How does that happen? It does not make sense, yeah? Of course, there's also per diem that was paid to the clerk, was also in 2 countries at some point at the same time and so on. All these are issues that have got to be properly explained. The speaker travels each time she does with the husband. There's official leave, days 30, by annual holiday 30, and all of that is catered for by the taxpayer. I don't know, because you see, our challenge is, anyway, maybe I'll get to that challenge.
No, actually, let me tell you the argument that has been put across. The Parliamentary Commission, where you sit, we have actually been told by law that governs Parliament, the Administration of Parliaments Act, that they have the authority to decide how the money can be spent as long as it is within the budget.
As long as?
It is within the budget. So Parliament has a budget and the money is available. So there's nothing wrong to spend it since it was approved by the Parliamentary Commission, which is the supreme body governing the institution.
So did Parliament pass a budget that reviews this per diem? Did Parliament pass a budget to say you can be in 2 countries at the same time? Did Parliament pass a budget to say, you know, within 146 days you can be paid for 164 days? This is abuse. Okay, these allegations are about abuse because the legalities are clear, and we can debate them. The legalities are clear, but this is sheer abuse, Kenneth, and it has got to be attended to. The other concern, number 2,
issue.
Procurement issue.
Yes.
What do you mean procurement?
Well, Parliament is dealing with a hotel which is outside the country, and
these are standards that are set. Per diem is a set standard, so somebody in procurement doesn't change it to say I don't know what. It is a standard that is set based on all those factors, you know. The speaker gets $990 because of the stature of the office, that when this person goes to all those explanations, you know, that they have been giving around, that you know, they should not be in a kafunda and that kind of thing. But now we are talking about $4,000 over. Where did that come from?
Okay,
that's a serious allegation that has got to be dealt with. But also, when you look at these Documents. It's a period of about 5 months being away. The Speaker has never been away for that long. Even the time she got twins, 2 weeks later, she was back to presiding over the House. So when was the Speaker away for all this while? Within a period of 5 months, and she was away for all that time. The other possibility is that these trips didn't even happen, or a good number of them, but the money was claimed and paid. That's a serious issue. Number two, that you can be in 2 countries at the same time. You're in Kigali attending to the games, you're also in Nairobi and that kind of thing. It does not make proper sense, yeah?
Okay.
And we are saying we should not be quiet about these issues.
Reflect on some of these issues, and you're demanding answers. Let's look at some of the allegations that have actually come out. And we begin with the issues of allowances. What have you found irregular with that? Because Chris Obore, the official explanation from Parliament is indeed that the Speaker's office and even commissioners and even you members of Parliament are entitled to allowances wherever you travel out of this country. So what is so bizarre about the allowances that were given to the Speaker?
Allowances are not the problem. But the problem is twofold, maybe threefold, as you will discover. Number one, the per diem of the Speaker of Parliament, whenever she travels out of the country, is $990 per day. 990 US dollars per day. However, we are seeing figures which, when you compute, the Speaker was getting per diem of over $4,000 per day. That's a serious allegation, and we're saying it's got to be responded to. I did see Chris respond to it, and he was saying that, you see, the Speaker travels to the US and elsewhere. The Serena there costs $3,500 US dollars a night. I don't know how factual that is. But one, who did review the figures? Because these are not figures which somebody sits in the office and says, now I've changed this. You know, who sat to determine that this has got to change? 4 times more than 4 times more. That's a problem.
On these issues.
My duty as the leader of the opposition and the colleagues that I work with is to keep the government in check. Government is not just the executive. It's not just the government side in Parliament headed by the Right Honourable Nabanja. Government has got 3 arms: the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. And it's our duty to keep all of them accountable. So some people have been saying, but you see, you're part of Parliament, you're making the institution look bad, yet you're part of it. The more reason I want it to be cleaned up, because I don't want that to spill on me as well. So it's our duty as the opposition. But you see, for me, this duty, it goes beyond just the opposition. All of us as members of Parliament, regardless of the political party we belong to, we are meant to hold the government accountable. We are meant to play that oversight role. We are duty bound. And that's why we are doing this. That's why we are speaking out to say enough is enough.